Ever since we got those initial PTT image teasers, I was certain that Loona's next comeback would be hyper-feminine, lush, and gorgeous, and to be honest, when we got more Girl Crush I was a tad disappointed. Obviously they do that concept phenomenally. Or else they would not keep doing it, but I guess I am becoming that of a hag orbit who yearns for the pre-debut days or even a slight return to that butterfly style and concept. So yes, if you haven't already guessed, I am of course giving Loona some of that good feminine concept. I feel like one of the best examples of this concept would be New Age A Pink. It's not exactly the same sound, and I don't even think there are any A Pink tracks on the album I curated, but just in the way they release their music, kind of swapping between sexier sounds and brighter sounds while always keeping this intense feminine energy all throughout. Yes, very that. So yes, with it being an album, I did have a bit of creative liberty to go into multiple styles, but I think I did an alright job of keeping it at least slightly cohesive. But that does not seem to be a staple in Loona's discography right now, LMAO. As much as I love 12 o'clock and I will say, the track lists have been slightly all over the place stylistically. Anywho, back to this album, I took a note from IZ*ONE's Blue Miz and made many of the tracks unit songs. With this variation in concept that flows throughout this album, I thought it just made sense that in order to highlight each and every one of the members, some of the songs would split off into smaller units of the members who I believe suit the song the best. So shortly, when I list the track list, keep an eye out for all of the unit songs, because TBH I think I kind of nailed it. Also, just before I move on in this section, I did want to ever so slightly talk about the lore of this comeback. As I do not fully understand the Loonaverse in all its confusing glory, I did not try to create a whole new storyline, but I did think it would be at least slightly fun to full focus on one aspect of the Loonaverse for this comeback, and so I chose the mirrored aspect. So for this comeback, I would definitely like to push the imagery of the Mobius strip and perhaps just flesh that out a bit. And of course with this, I put a heavy focus on the mirror members, which will be apparent in the title track choice and the line distribution that goes along with it. I would also really like to see some mirroring in the choreography. However, take for example a dance break. The members could couple up into their mirror pairings and sort of swap back and forth of who is leading, e.g. Hyunjin stands in front of Koeri, then Koeri comes out from behind and then dances in front of Hyunjin. Or maybe even facing each other doing the same choreo. Kind of like the fake love choreo, if you get what I mean. LOL, I'm getting too deep and don't know enough about choreography to continue. I hope you catch my For this era I crave another dual music video era, one for their title track and another for their promotional B-side a la Why Not and Star. So for the title track I would love to see a touch of minimalism from the girls and kind of turn this video into a partial art film. Pretty simplistic in its sets, with perhaps one or two really lush scenes for all of the members together, or maybe just an interesting set for a choreo scene. Obviously not too boring for the smaller scenes, but just based in smaller rooms with maybe just one core focus and minimal movement from the girls themselves. Pretty blank expressions, kind of like in Red Velvet's Russian Roulette. But yes, BBC would thank me for this too, as I was imagining instead of each member having their own individual scene, I would like each mirror member pairing to have a scene together, either wearing the same outfits or maybe even wearing something typically seen in the other member. Each pairing would be different. Maybe we could have one pairing doing a bit of a Heejin and Hyunjin in Why Not and wearing inverted colors in the same outfit. Maybe they could wear each other's colors, each other's unit school uniforms, whatever. Just something to show that perhaps the balance of the Mobius strip is off slightly and these members that mirror each other are slowly becoming jumbled. I would also love to see the return of some classic Loona lore that we haven't seen in a while. For example, where did Robot Vivi go? I think she may have become human again, or maybe she's just really good at playing the part, but word, that was such an interesting concept. Maybe a flashback scene, even something small, like Vivi unplugging herself from something, I don't know. Perhaps she has a USB importing her mirror members' memories into her. Could fit with the theme. And can we please see some more of these new representative flowers? That is such a nice concept. I would love to see the members just surrounded in either their own or their mirrored members' representative flowers. But yes, all very slightly off-putting but very pretty and interesting to watch all at the same time. Anywho, For the promotional B-side music video, I think it would be nice if the conceptuality was toned down a touch and let that music video just kind of be a classic loona type one with very pretty shots of the members, lots of choreo, but what I envision for this one to make it slightly more interesting, how about, it's just like set entirely on the moon, as if they are studying it almost. I just want astronaut loona. Is that too much to ask? I won't go too in depth on the styling for this era, as quite literally I have no interesting ideas for it. I just wanted to drop in here and say for 1 second, I just want loona in pretty outfits, lots of formal elements, some pretty blouses, pretty dresses, pretty socks. I just want some nice and pretty styling for lunar. Just all very soft and elegant, nothing too in your face for each member, just something simple that when placed side by side on 12 girls all just looks very cohesive and lovely. I like thinking of this as a winter comeback, so while they won't exactly be the warmest because wearing a winter coat while performing on stage just feels a tad impractical, I would still like it if their stage outfits really reflected that soft and snowy winter vibe. Anyway, I feel like it's easier for me to just show you what I envision rather than try to explain it, so here are a couple pictures for inspiration.
비밀로 할게 show me 숨겨진 이야기 baby 다 보여줘 now like it hot yes me 이 밤에 moonlight 저 달빛 날 바라본 eye just tell me 다 보여줘 어떡해 Cause I love you No Good girl I'm not
감정이란 꽃은 짧은 순간 피어나는 걸 그 하나 없이 완벽했던 시작이나봐 무슨 바람빛이 파도 들어 어지럽게
you